You're listening to the sounds from the underground. Welcome to Brothers in Arms Podcast. Do.
Yes. Well, for those of you who may have listened to last week's episode, this is a new episode. Greg has just found his voice.
It's fun. I enjoy it.
How sweet it is. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is October the 12th, 2021, 9:23 p.m. on the Eastern Seaboard. We are your Brothers in Arms podcast. My name is Patrick. That sultry voice over there is Greg. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
And the hat with the mustache that goes on for days. That's our youngest, Alex. How you doing, buddy?
I'm here, man. I'm sorry.
Right. That's okay. That's all right. This whole week has kind of been my fault. So the fact that we were meeting on Tuesday of this week, again, my fault. So if anybody should be apologizing, it's me. It's been a wicked crazy weekend that I'll share with you guys in a little bit. But yeah, here we are. We're a little late, but you know what? We're still meeting because, well, we made a commitment. We made a commitment to each other, and we made a commitment to you. And honestly, to each other is more important. Sorry.
Yep. No offense.
Yeah, but we're here for each other. So there you go. You just get to come along for the ride, and we're so glad that you're here. If you haven't already, you can follow us on Twitter at yourbrothersinarmspodcast. And you can also find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/brothersinarmspodcast. You can actually come and enjoy the show with us live on that one. We'll actually talk back and forth with you. Alex is doing his best to monitor that chat channel. Hey, there it is on his handy dandy smartphone. But yeah,
Handheld computer.
Oh man, back in the day. Yeah, we'll
Yes.
not get into that just yet, right? Right. So,
I think we've talked about it before, but
have we? Handy dandy
Yeah.
notebook?
no. The joke about growing up, how we would never have a computer. You need to learn how to do the math. One is my favorite one. I'll never forget I want to say it was my fifth grade math teacher, middle school. And she swore up and down, you need to learn how to do math because you will never have a calculator you'll never carry a calculator in your pocket. Got it. I have a computer in my pocket now that goes with me everywhere. And I can tell it things, and it tells me things back. It's ridiculous.
You know the crazy thing about this is, watch, when you turn it.
Yep. Yeah, it turns into a scientific calculator. I think it's really fancy.
What? I don't even know what half these buttons do.
What happens if you turn it again?
Oh, I don't know. You ready? All right, so we're here. And then we turn it here.
Fancy calculator?
Then we turn it. No.
Nothing?
And then we turn it here. Oh, it did a flip. Do a flip.
Hey, calculator. Do a flip. But anyways, sorry, that still makes me laugh to no end. Just I'll never forget that. It actually comes thinking about when I was shopping today.
Oh, Greg, you went shopping today?
Well, yeah. So I was telling you, I bought a new keyboard and a giant mouse pad.
Fancy.
Because I know, right? It
mouse?
is. I did not know. I still have a normal size mouse. It is a Corsair though. It's like the cheapest Corsair they make, but I like it. I don't like, I play PC occasionally. I have a laptop that is capable of playing PC games, at least on the lower settings. Mainly, yeah, see, mine doesn't glow, boyo. I don't do the glowy fancy key. No, can't do it. But his is like pulsing. Yours looks like a transformer.
Mine goes pew pew.
Oh my gosh, Patrick has a
Hold on.
transformer for a keyboard or for a mouse. Oh wow, it is a transformer. Look at that.
I honestly thought he started to hold up a tape measure for a second.
No, that's definitely a transformer for a mouse or a battle bot, one of the two. Can you like send it to fight other mice?
Meese?
Mice
Little
fight.
other
It's a meese
mices?
fight.
Little mices? Mices. But no, so I got a keyboard. Um, you know, Brandy works here more than I do, but I got the worst case scenario. If she doesn't like it, she can just stick it up and out of the way. Because I know she likes some space. She does diamond painting during meetings.
Hey, to each their own. Let's go.
Well, it works for her.
It's
Um,
those little dot things you put on a like
yes,
paint by numbers, but with dots.
yes, I have several of them around my house.
Nice.
They're actually kind of cool. I tried it. I did one for Zoe last summer. Not
Nice
this
job,
previous,
Dad.
but previous. Yeah, right. Um, but yeah, they're cool. But I can't do it. I would rather play a video game. Um, but I got that, and then like I said, so I went ahead and got a giant mouse pad. It's literally as long as the desk, just about. Um, I've always wanted one, and it was $20, and I was like, okay,
Ooh, that's
must
pricey.
must purchase.
Might be time for a new one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Call that one a day.
Yeah.
Send it out.
Oh, you got a wrist poof too.
I have no wrist poof. I just have
Aw.
giant mouse pad, which I quite enjoy. It like moving my mouse feels nice now.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because now it has something smooth to glide over. It's not gliding across wood. Very satisfying.
Mm.
But no, I was gonna tell you, so I like I said, so I went to GameStop this week.
I'm just
And
blown away that there's still GameStops around these days, fellas.
they're holding on, man. They're completely different from when 10 or even 5 years ago. I don't think GameStop is what it is now.
Okay. Sure.
Because you walk in there now, yes, they still sell video games. They sell used video games. They still sell consoles, both new and used. But one of the things that they sell a lot of now is all the stuff. It's almost like Hot Topic. It's like
What?
Hot Topic. It's like Hot Topic and GameStop kind of smashed together, but all the stuff that they have is game focused. So they sell T-shirts and toys and random little stuff from different like anime. They have anime stuff. They've got all kinds of weird. It was interesting. Funko. They have a whole wall dedicated to Funko Pops. It's just it's interesting, but I went in there. I'd gotten my hair cut. I went in there because I was like, you know what? I haven't been to a GameStop in a hot minute, and it's interesting to kind of see what is going on. So I stuck my head in, found the keyboard, went ahead and got those because I wanted them for the computer, for the desktop, and then also I bought a new game.
What'd you get?
Gentlemen. So I've talked about it on this channel before, on our show before. Have you either of you guys played Crypt of the Necrodancer yet?
Alex owns it.
I don't.
You don't?
Really?
I thought you did. Okay.
It's
I've seen gameplay.
Yep. I showed it to you when we were in Ohio
Right.
a few years ago. So they make a Legend of Zelda version.
What?
Yes. And it is pretty much almost the same gameplay. It's slightly updated. It's got Legend of Zelda theme to it. You play as Link, and you play as Princess Zelda. And it is. I've only played like 20 minutes of it. It's still just as brutally hard. Maybe a little bit easier, but it's still really freaking hard. But it's fun. And I played maybe 20, 25 minutes of it, and I was like, okay, I'm hooked. This is cool. This is a neat game. I like this.
What's the title? What is it called?
It is Cadence of Hyrule.
Cadence of
Ca-
Hyrule.
Cadence of Hyrule, featuring Crypto the Necrodancer.
Okay.
So you can buy it digitally. It's been for sale on digital, but they do sell a physical copy, and they didn't make a lot of them. And so when I saw it, I hadn't seen. I've seen it in stores once, and it was actually at the exchange. Like how long? A month or two ago. More than that. No. It's been at least 6 months since I'd seen it, and I literally saw it that one day, and then it was gone. I've never seen it at any other store. Walmart, Target, whatever. I've never seen a copy of it. And I walked into GameStop today, and they had it new on the shelf for $40. And I was like, okay, I've been thinking about getting it. I know I'm probably not going to see it again. I tried to see if they had a used copy, and then I was like, nah, I'm just buy it new. I will get a copy because I know it's one of those games. Like they didn't make a lot of them. They're not gonna make they're not making it anymore. And I knew if I wanted a physical copy, I was just gonna have to go ahead and bite the bullet and buy it.
I wonder how they had one. Like, did they have just one copy or multiple, or
They had 3.
Hmm.
So, but again, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I saw it briefly when it first got announced, and it got announced like either late last year or maybe middle of the summer, like on a Nintendo Direct, and I hadn't seen it since. Are one of you guys looking it up?
I was writing it
No.
in the show notes. So real quick, I mean, we're now just I've made the decision now, Greg, that you're a spontaneous shopper. But
It's true.
Alex, do you find yourself buying things spontaneously?
Sometimes.
Okay. So explain, like what's one that maybe you've done before?
Can't think of it off the top of my head.
Okay. All right.
So I would argue I'm not so much a spontaneous shopper. I am like, all right, so like I keep running lists sometimes in my head. So this is a list I made. I don't know if it'll focus.
It's not.
No,
Does it
all
say
right.
Get stuff.
Get
Stuff. Yeah, it's my get stuff list.
Get stuff.
Get stuff.
Get stuff. Yeah, so it's got, and like everything else is already checked off. But keyboard is still on there. Like that's one of them that I hadn't checked off yet. Like I've been keeping an eye out for it. But I have like AAA batteries, a butane torch, compressed air. I had to buy a printer for the house, for Brandy's work. I needed some clear coat, shoe kit. I was looking for a new pan because we had to throw one out because it had finally bit the dust. So I was keeping my eyes out for a new pan. So like whenever I went to a store, I would go and check the
get stuff.
no, like the kitchen section for get stuff.
Get stuff.
Get stuff.
You know, I have like house stuff that I have to take care of. So like, oh, that's good. I can check that one off my list. It's very satisfying So like I have drain tubes for a Lowe's list because I need to put a drain tube coming off of the 2 downspouts in my house out in the yard, and they don't have them in stock right now because they're not making enough, and everyone's buying them. So whenever I go, I always check my list, and it just keeps it in the back of my head of what I'm looking for. Is that weird?
No, not at all.
But yes, it's my that's on my get stuff list.
Get stuff.
Get stuff.
So I found Cadence of Hyrule on Amazon for $31.
If you're thinking about it, buy it.
And I can get it by Thursday.
Nice.
The gameplay looks amazing. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's like I said, it's hard. It is not a if you like rhythm games,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's very. It just doesn't pull any punches. That's the best way to like play. It's one of those games. Like, have you ever played? You guys, you heard Dark Souls, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like, it's one of those games that I think it is. Boyle, help me out here. Dark Souls. That's the one that like you die over and over and
From
over
everything.
again.
Literally
Like,
from
it's-
everything.
Yeah, like it's famous for I'm going to kill you now.
Yeah.
And you're going to die a lot until you figure it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is Crypt of the Necrodancer, and Cadence of Hyrule has that same kind of. You have 3 lives, like 3 hearts, and then you die, and then you have to restart.
Wow.
So it is not the family friendly go and play. It's like I'm going to kill you. You're going to die. Crap. Try again.
Is it multiple save points or is
Yeah. No, there's definitely multiple save points. But you will. So like when you die, like the monsters respawn. So you're gonna have to go back and clear that section out again.
Okay. Sweet.
So fun.
I'll have to check
Good
it out.
stuff.
Thanks, man.
About you, boyo, what's been up this week?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you.
Oh. I've been working. And I literally have to make it through like 8 hours tomorrow, and I'm on leave.
Hey!
Yay.
Congratulations.
I know that's
Thank you.
exciting.
Oh, dude, you'd not even believe.
Oh, I can.
Like I had duty on Sunday. I got a chance to see Greg on Saturday.
Yeet.
Nice.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Up or down?
Well, both of us. Yeah.
Met in
we
the
met
middle. Oh, okay. Sweet.
The Richmonds went to Richmond
We went to
again.
Richmond. Yeah. So since we needed somebody to watch the dogs, we asked Greg, and it's like, yeah, sure. So
Nice.
we ended up meeting up, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But that same day, I had a baby shower in the morning. So Liz and I had to go and do that because one of her friends is pretty much ready to pop at any point.
Aw.
It just so happens it's one of the wives of one of the guys that I work with. So, yeah.
So that connection made.
Yeah, it was fun.
Cool.
So I went and hung out with him and all of his work buddies and me, which is great because I probably have just about 10 years on almost every single person that works
Oh,
there.
wow.
Yeah.
That's always awkward.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
I'm the old guy and it's great.
Yeah. And you're only in your 30s.
Yep. So,
Oh, trust it's a young man's game, Patrick. PT,
Yeah.
it is a young man's game in our communities. It's weird.
it's real weird. So,
Yeah, we're we're only getting older.
You know.
Yep.
But went and did that, and then I for the first time in shoot, I don't know how long, I went to the gun show, folks.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh, it was bad. It was by far in my lifetime probably the worst gun show I've ever gone to.
Wow.
That's rough.
That is rough. What happened?
Well, COVID for one thing.
Okay. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry, a little bit of a dry throat. So it had maybe like half the amount of people, the amount of vendors that were there.
Oh yeah.
Golly. And literally like nothing. Absolutely nothing there. So my buddy Tim and I were like, yeah, man, we got to go to this thing. We're going to go. So we go, and the whole reason that we were going to go is Tim was talking to me, and he was like, dude, what we need to do is we need to go and, start doing some 22 long rifle competitions. He's like, we need to go, and there's a couple of places that are around the area. Saturday mornings, we just get up, we throw our stuff in the truck, and we go and shoot competition 22 long rifle. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them do this, but quite literally, you have a whole bunch of people that all show up, and they all have their little 22s with really big scopes on them. And no joke, they're lining up and they're shooting at like golf ball shapes with a 22 at like 200 yards. I don't know if you've done that, but that is difficult.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I started talking to him about it, and I was like, yeah, I've done that before. He goes, what? I was like, well, I haven't done it competitively, but my buddy and I had he had made this custom rack that he was putting out at 100 yards, and it was pennies. And we were trying to shoot the pennies off of this rack.
Wow.
I have a couple of them somewhere where we literally have like holes straight through pennies from us shooting at these things. But all of what I've done is bench rest. You sit down on the bench, you sandbag your gun, and you shoot from there. All of the competition 22 shooting is all standing up.
Oh, wow.
So you're standing, holding onto your rifle, and shooting at those same shapes, like, further.
Wow.
So apparently they've changed things around. Now they have like this rope contraption that has like a loop at the end of it, and you're allowed to brace your gun in there. But again, it's still a rope. The rope's gonna twist. It's gonna move.
It's gonna sway. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, that's a little better, I guess. But irregardlessly,
Irregardlessly. Yes. There it is again. Check that one off.
Bingo.
He wants to go and shoot this, so he's like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a CZ 457, the varmint, or looking for a Bagheera, or something." And I was like, "I don't know. What about a 455?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, if I could find one." I was like, "All right." He's like, you don't really understand these words that I'm saying, right? I'm like, no, and I showed him pictures. You guys have both seen my 22, the one that's all built out, that's in a Pelican case, and it looks absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I showed him this thing, and he was like, oh, you do know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Let's go see if we can find it. I said, all right, let's go. So we go to the show, and we're literally, I don't know, you guys have never gone to a gun show with me before, but, when I go to a show, I like to walk up and down every single table. I like to see if I can find a deal somewhere.
Sure.
Because you never know what you're going to find.
You never know. So I told him on the way out there, I was like, so how do you like to walk through a show? He goes, well, I like to walk through every table and take my time and look at everything. I was like, I knew we were friends for a reason. So we get in the door, we walk through, and there's one major thing that we're looking for. We're looking for a bolt action 22. He's already got a scope. That's really about it. A bolt action 22 rifle. Brothers, that entire show did not have a single bolt action 22 rifle.
What?
Wow.
A single one. How in the world
Exactly.
do you have a gun show and someone doesn't have a bolt action 22 rifle?
My goodness.
So we looked.
That's.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All I'm just saying. We looked all over. We found a couple of different things. We found like 2 or 3 semi-automatic 22 rifles. We found a bolt action 22 Magnum, but that was the closest that we got. That's it. Everyone there though had those stinking conversion kits.
Oh, for the ARs?
No, there's a conversion kit that you can buy for literally any Glock.
Oh.
That basically turns your Glock pistol into a carbine.
What?
Yep. Yeah.
Explain.
Alright, so you guys have seen Transformers before, right?
Robots in disguise.
Right. You've also seen things like Ultron. Or Voltron, excuse me.
Voltron, yeah.
Yeah, where the robots all like fold out and then they, connect together in a certain way to make, Voltron.
Straight arms.
Yeah. So they have these conversion things, right, that basically fold up into about the size of like a laptop, like a small laptop, right?
Okay.
And basically, this thing unfolds. It has a shoulder brace. It has a spot on the top for optics, which almost all of them come with that stupid holographic sight. And then you take your pistol, and it goes like in and forward, and locks in place. And then you have like a charge handle on the side, which moves your slide. You have a spot where you can keep like an extended mag, so you can take out your regular 10 shot and put like a 30 round in there. And this whole thing mounts up so that you literally have a carbine that is based around your pistol. Yeah.
I don't know why I would ever want to do that.
Neither do I.
Because my Glock, the whole point of it is to conceal it. That's the point of it.
It's tiny.
That's what it's for.
Yep.
It's to be hidden inside clothing where you cannot see.
Well, now you can hide it inside of another gun.
This is not what you think it is.
Nope.
This is my gun. This is my gun hidden inside another gun.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't understand how this works. Okay, bro.
No joke. Every table had like a pyramid of those things.
Wow.
You'd just walk through, like, oh, there's another one. Oh, that one's in green.
Is it because they're just flooded the market, or nobody's buying them?
They flooded the market. So they got really big a couple years ago. Dad was talking about them because Dad wanted one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
And then he went to that other one that's folded.
Yeah.
Right.
They've got the Kel-Tec,
Right.
which is nice.
But
Some people hate on them. I think they're cool.
I think
They get the job done.
They made a fully suppressed version of that too. It's fantastic. But anyway, yeah,
It's nice.
it's nice. But literally, like, you know, the popularity grew, and now they're just everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So, yeah, so that's pretty much what we saw. That and a whole bunch of auto knives.
Auto knives. Oh, the flick up.
You push the button and it goes chick.
Got it.
Yeah, auto knives.
Fancy.
Got it.
So,
Auto retract.
yep,
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But-
sorry you had a crap experience there, Bub. That stinks.
Oh, it's all right. I literally got done from there. I drove home. I picked up the dogs, and then I turned around and got back in the car and drove all the way up to Richmond.
Got it.
And that was nice.
Got it.
We had a good time.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Do.
Hey, look at you.
Well,
So,
Yeah, no.
You
Go ahead.
guys were in Richmond. I was only an hour and 30 minutes away from you on Saturday.
Where were you?
That was a camp.
So you were like 30 minutes from me.
Yep. That was at men's camp.
Hmm.
See, this is why we need to talk more often, guys. But that's okay. That's all right.
You just gotta give me a heads up that you're coming down this way, and I'll figure it out.
All right. All right. So,
You don't
yeah.
think I won't drive up to camp and just show up? Hi.
Hi.
What are they gonna say?
Here's my military pass.
I know, seriously.
I've got clearance.
I just come in and say hi. And I'm sure there's like, I know Major Parker knows me.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I
You're
just
good.
like, and it's like he's not gonna be a nuisance.
No.
It's gonna be here, and I'll park my car and walk. I'll do the same
Yeah.
thing. Like, it's not gonna be like driving around camp. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll
That's
bring
just-
up some jerky for the camp caretaker.
Oh, would you please?
I'll take care of him. I got you. Oh, that reminds me. So obviously, Brandy's up with her seeing her family.
Sweet.
Make sure. Ask that you bring jerky home.
Oh.
Not Jerry. Turkey.
Don't bring Jerry.
Who the heck's
Jerry?
Who's Jerry?
Jerry?
Jerry was my random friend that I made last week. Hello, Jerry.
Don't bring Jerry.
Jerry.
So men's camp.
I know. Yes.
Yeah. So men's camp.
Sorry.
No,
There we go.
fine.
Rabbit
You're
hole
fine.
for the
So
win.
I rolled up there with two other fellows from our church on Friday and started tournaments. I played a little bit of cornhole. For those not in the know, cornhole is now a national sport. It's recognized.
Yes.
They've got
Yes,
their
it
own
is.
national like federation or something.
Yep.
Like, oh my goodness.
You can watch it on ESPN 8, the Ocho.
The Ocho. But played some cornhole and then woke up Saturday morning and I led archery. Archery was somehow my tournament to run.
Okay.
And so I ran archery and 23 guys showed up to participate in archery, which was really cool. And the top score was you could make a total of 50 points, and Major Parker made 49. So
Oh wow.
Wow.
yeah, he knows his way around a compound bow. Um,
Does he deer hunt?
he is planning on it. Yes.
I was about to say if he does not, he needs to because
Yeah.
that's
It's
some.
in season now.
What are they shooting? Yeah, yeah, no, they're deer hunting here on base already. It's that time of year.
Yep. Yep. So finished that at lunch, and then after lunch, I checked in on my guys, and then we decided to go fishing. And fishing was going until 3:15. And so I caught a couple bass, and my biggest one, I was like, yeah, I think I'll take it over and measure it up just to see. I mean, who knows? Whatever. And I walked this poor bass over. It wasn't big. It was like 10 and some change, 10 ounces and some change, 21 inches. And he was a long fish. And I walk it up, and he's like, dude, that's second place. I'm like, what? I was just, what? And so, yeah, I won a silver medal for a rinky dink. Yeah, not even a pound bass, but yeah, whatever. I mean, it was fun.
Little dink.
And then little
dink.
dink got me silver. That's right. Uh, got some sleep. Well, ate steak first. Steak is always good at camp.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Always good at camp. And then Sunday morning we had worship, and then came on home after that. So yeah, it was a busy weekend. 6 hours up and 6 hours back, but my guys had a good time. Now, however,
Comma.
yesterday I got to serve in the shelter and be the shelter monitor here in Parkersburg. And my shift started at 4, and I was done a little after midnight last night.
Ugh.
And it was what it was. But I had some good fellowship throughout that time. Um, and had to get up this morning and lead the thrift store. And so it's just, those kind of things. Like I never know what I'm gonna do next. I don't know what's on my docket for tomorrow. I know what I have to do, but I don't know what I'm going to do. Does that make sense, gentlemen?
That makes sense.
It does.
You know, and I think that's the weariness. That's the weariness of my soul right now. Is that I know what I have to do, but I really don't know what I'm going to do. Because I could plan all day long to get A, B, and C done, but somehow I'm working on element OP. It doesn't work like that. And I think that's what's eating at me. Like this morning I read a scripture during my devotion where Jesus was talking about the end times, and it's in Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Um and he's telling his disciples that the signs will be there. You'll know when the end is coming. And one of the things was, and this is why it hit me so hard, was that there will be those that will lose their love for others. And I read that passage of scripture, and it hit me like a ton of bricks, because I find myself very quickly losing my temper, getting frustrated, losing, quote unquote, my love for others. And that's not me, gentlemen. That's not who I am. And it's not fair. And maybe fair is not the right word. It's not fair to others that I lose my temper, but something's not right. You know what I'm saying? And so this idea that I know it's Satan, and I know he's robbing my joy, and and maybe it's not the steps, or maybe it's not the planning to do something and getting it done, or not getting it done, which is robbing that, but it's other things compacted upon that. But that's what I came to the conclusion today of, is that I'm getting weary of soul because I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be doing accomplished. You know? Like, I know who I am, and I know what I'm supposed to do, and I know my job, and I know my ministry, and I see all these things, but I can't do them because I've got to put out these other fires, or I've got to manage this other situation, or I've got to go over here and take care of that. And where I'm supposed to be, I can't. And I keep getting diverted. And I think that's what's causing the weariness on my soul. So I just ask for your help, in these little checkups. You know, we keep getting these once sporadically when we can, when we all three of us get together. But I and I'm not asking you to say, "Hey, what'd you get accomplished today?" Because then my mind will go to the fires that I've had to take care of, and not what I should be doing, and then that puts me in an even worse funk. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
another thing that, when I know I'm supposed to be doing something and I can't, and somebody asks me about it, it's just like I I I grab the hair that's no longer there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I hear you, boss. I hear you. So, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm
Yeah.
trying not to be trying, but yeah, that's where I'm sitting right now. So sorry to unload on you guys. I appreciate you listening.
You're fine, man.
That's what we're here for.
It is.
That's part of the reason why we do this, brother, is for that opportunity to talk about the joys, and also the frustrations and the challenges, and the Lord knows that this was the one of the reasons that I got through recruiting duty,
Mm,
was just having that mental pause from work and just talking, yes, talking about what I was doing, but also touching in those joys of,
yeah.
you know, you caught a bass that wasn't even something that you'd write home about, and you're
I
like,
didn't even take a
that's good.
picture with it.
That's good enough. That's second place there, Major. And you're like, okay, cool. Those are, that's the beauty of it. So
Yeah.
I found a new video game, or I
Yeah.
probably bought a new game. I guess I've been looking at, and I got a fancy keyboard that glows and looks cool.
I'm building ninjas.
You're
Alex is building ninjas.
building ninjas. Please tell me what is that?
Elaborate.
Stop. Collaborate. Oh,
Oh, new deck.
Got it.
Yup.
Got it.
Yeah, the guys that I play with, the table is too quick right now.
Oh, you're dead.
So-
You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Oh, yeah.
I win.
All right. So I'm gonna nerd out for a second, real quick.
All right, nerd away.
Nerd away.
So I've got this one guy at work, right? His name is Mike. We call him Mikey. Anyway, so Mikey decided he was gonna build a budget deck that no joke, right? He spent like $50 to get this thing going.
That's impressive. Now is this is just so we're on the same page. This is a commander deck?
It's a commander deck.
All right.
Okay, continue.
He built this thing for $50. By its own, right? He was able to go infinite mana by turn 4. Yeah. Yeah.
So just he can tap whatever he needs.
Exactly.
What?
So, between that and another thing that's called Walking Ballista, where you tap for X and it deals X damage to target creature or player.
That's ridiculous.
By turn 4, he can wipe the entire table.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
disturbing.
goodness.
All he needs is to get his commander out, to get out one artifact, and Walking Ballista. And that's it. He goes infinite, turn 4. I have seen him do it quicker than that.
Wow.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, danger, Will Robinson, danger.
So I have done everything I can, right? I have most of the ones that I play are quick fast, right? Everything is aggro. You know, how quickly can I get this stuff out? How big can my board state get? You know, how much can I swing at you per turn?
Yeah.
Right? You know, just an army of squirrels. You know, let's do it.
That one's still funny.
Yeah. It cracks me up every time. Especially when I get them out there and they get, you know, +3/+3 and they all have trample. Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. I'm gonna swing at you, I'm gonna swing at you, and I'm gonna swing at you. But most of the job's done. Most of the decks that I have built have all been, you know, like a centralized theme. You know, the one that I haven't built that I've just been adding to over the years, or over the months now, is the artifacts one with Oscar. So I have artifacts, I have slivers, which is just mean, and I have squirrels, right? So what I need now is I need something to slow that table down. I need something that can throw him off, because no joke, if he literally, you know, taps for 3, or taps for 4, untaps for 3, taps for 4, untaps for 3, it just does that infinite, right? And just adding up the color or this mana the entire time. I can't have that. So I have to make it cost him more to tap. So there's this there's a deck play style in Magic that is called stacks, right? Stacks players they're not nice. People do not like them, because quite literally it's just, all right, you know, you have your combo set up, cool, now you have to pay one more. Oh, you know, your combo's set up, all right, cool, now you have to pay one more. Oh, if you want to attack me, you have to pay mana for every single creature that's attacking me. Oh, okay, so you're gonna do this. So just literally, it makes you pay, right? It makes your opponents have to pay the entire time. If you add in like modicums of control to it. Oh, you want to draw another card other than the one you've already drawn? Yeah, you can't do that. Oh, you want to attack me with more than one? Yeah, you can't do that. So I found a commander that allows me to do this, and it allows me to bypass paying for commander tax every single time. So quite literally, this commander can just bounce in and out of the command zone, no questions asked, no problems. And as soon as they pop out, they deal damage.
Oh.
But because they're a ninja, as soon as they deal damage, that allows you to bounce other players, or bounce other creatures from your side. So literally, you know, I can have a ninja down, somebody does damage, oh, well, everyone else does damage, and then, boop, bounce that ninja, put another one down. Literally just bounce people back and forth, all across the entire time. On top of making you pay extra for doing things, not allowing you to attack with more than one, making you pay for attacking, not allowing you to draw more than once, like controlling the board, making other people pay, and having aggro all at the same time and just bouncing. And they're all ninjas. That to me just sounds amazing.
That's kind of neat.
You're
So
mean.
I've got to stop the guy from going infinite turn 4. It's getting real old real quick.
I got you. All right.
Because literally, you go in, you sit down at the table to play, and you're like, all right, yeah, you're playing that one. Well, good game, and you just roll your stuff up and walk away.
Wow.
Like
Okay.
it gets to not be fun. You know, I've seen all of the same things from everybody else. I know exactly how they're going to win, and I have no way of stopping it.
Mm.
I have no way. So, if it's going to be that way, then I'm just going to run the table.
I look forward to hearing of your next escapade. I think it's gonna be great. Yeah.
That's gonna be hilarious.
The greatest part is it's all going to be less than $50.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's not like I'm going to go out and, spend a crap ton of money, trying to get the best and the greatest no, I'm going to make it work for $50.
Right. It's a good plan, man. I like it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I like it. Good stuff.
Oh.
All right, boys. I think it's my week.
I believe it is.
It's my week for the question.
Yes.
So,
It's not mine.
no, it's not yours. It's mine. It is mine. Yeah, because Alex asked us last week. All right,
did.
so here we go, boys. This one is it's not a thinker, but it's also not a stinker. So here we go. Gentlemen, we grew up with some very good food in our household. Would you agree with me on that one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We truly grew up with some amazing food. And for those listening, it wasn't just mom. No, it was dad too. It was I'm not even going to put a percentage on it because I'll probably mess it up anyway. But mom and dad shared the responsibility of cooking in our house. And we ate good. We ate very good. We're all very good at cooking ourselves.
Yes.
Alex is the baker,
It's
as
true.
well as the smoker.
It's true.
Greg over there, I've seen you make some things, homie. I have. I've
My
seen you make some things.
my smoker gets some use.
That's right. That's right. And for me, I don't have a smoker yet. Working on it. I got to ask you guys about that off air.
Hey.
We have our own. We have differing opinions.
Okay, good to know. Because I need that. I need different opinion. But I was told by my kids tonight that, Dad, how do you make stuff without looking up recipes? So, and to me, I find that a blessing. So here's my question for you, gentlemen. This is for all three of us. Very easy. What is your go-to comfort food and why? What is your go-to comfort food and why?
Oh, I got it.
All right. Now this is a very good question. Is there a difference? Is it comfort food we make, or is it comfort food we buy?
It's your comfort food. It doesn't matter. Okay.
I got it.
Because again, I think tonight we're talking about heart issues and mind issues and all that jazz. Not the physical, but the the feelings of it all. So, Alex, you ready? Go ahead.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I got 2.
Okay.
Pork chops and rice.
Yeah.
Right? That
With
is the
mushroom
comfort.
sauce.
With mushroom. Well, you got to throw
mushroom soup.
2 cans of cream of mushroom, 1 can of cream of celery.
Oh. Okay.
Cuts down on the sodium in the cream of mushroom.
So, do you still brown your pork chops, or do you just pitch them in straight away?
Just pitch them straight in.
Okay, so no flour and okay, I got you.
Nope. Throw them in the crock pot, put them on low, and let them go.
Low and go.
Yeah. And then rice. Make rice in either the rice cooker, or you do instant rice on the stovetop, or I have found recently rice in the Instapot.
Yes.
It is
That's
fantastic.
Yep. It works really well in the Instapot.
Yep.
That's true.
Absolutely fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, that actually makes sense too. My wife just chimed in. She says Alex makes a mean spaghetti.
Ooh, look at you, man.
Yeah, it's more the sauce than anything else. So, cooking with mom for so long, you pick up the nose for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
that's the thing that surprises, well, I guess Liz the most, is making the sauce and then just walking through the spice rack and going, no,
Yeah.
yeah, that,
Yeah.
yep.
Nice.
So, so I guess I have three then. So
Oh.
pork chops and rice, spaghetti, and then oddly enough, red beans and rice.
Really? Where did that come from?
Dad.
Okay. Okay.
Dad, that was one of the things that he would do fairly often. He'd take some of that andouille sausage and cut it down
Mm-hmm.
and brown that, and then heat up a can of red beans, and then usually it depended. You could either do it with the Creole seasoning or just do the seasoning yourself, and then put the sausage in there with the red beans, and then make your rice, and then you just mix them together.
Nice. Nice.
Glorious.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Gee, what you got, bub?
So my and call me the college student, but one of my favorites, if it's just like, man, I want something to eat like right now. Um, I love making top ramen. However, I don't just make top ramen. Um, Whenever I make top ramen, I I definitely do, like, I add extra spices to it. I've got a jar. I bought it years ago when I bought it a couple years ago on recruiting duty. I have this jar of Thai chili peppers, like crushed Thai. It is nothing like, it kind of looks like crushed red pepper, and crushed red pepper has absolutely nothing on this stuff. You can take a pinch of it. That's all you need. A pinch of it and throw it in your food, and it is mint. Yeah, no, you don't want to do that, boyo. Remind me next time you come up to the house. I'll let you try that, and you can see how it works. You probably won't phase you
Nope.
crazy individual. But no, like I'll doctor it up. For me, top ramen usually means whatever I have like lying around. So, I always end up throwing, like, I poach a couple eggs in it. If I've got some other like leftover like meat or something like that, chicken, I'll chop that up and I'll throw it in there. Um, if I've got some vegetables, whatever that is, I'll throw it in and cook it with it. It basically turns into, let's see what I've got, and I'll kind of throw everything together and how it turns out. Um, that's one of my favorites. If I'm just like, I don't have it in the house right now because I'm trying to get away from eating as much carbs. So, but when, mm, yeah, no, that one's a favorite.
Well, you could make one of us go. Yeah, that's good food. Mm.
Mm, mm.
Well, mine is easy. Mine is Spanish rice with cornbread,
Oh, yep.
with Jiffy cornbread. So this is one that when Carrie and I got married, Mom gave us. Well, one of our wedding gifts was all these recipes from family and friends and Carrie's mom and our mom and just good stuff. One of them was mom's Spanish rice. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about homemade cornbread. We're talking about the yellow cornbread cake mix from the Jiffy box, the blue
The
Jiffy box.
blue box.
Yeah, blue
Blue
box.
Jiffy box. Okay.
Blue
So
box.
nothing special about that. It's just hold with me. So mom would make it where she would brown the beef, dice the onion into onion and the green bell pepper, so fresh. She'd pitch all that in there, brown that up to a slab of butter, then the rice, then the tomato sauce. No. Yeah. 2 cans of tomato sauce and the water, and bada bing, bada boom, Bob's your uncle. And boy, that gentleman, that to me is just that's home. Like I imagine my mind goes to the ratatouille when the old boy's sitting at the table and he gets, the rat makes this ratatouille and it comes out to the table and the first bite he takes, he immediately sucks back into like just
Childhood
flashbacks
memories.
did. And that mom giving it to him when he fell on his bike and all these other things. Just that's the kind of soul filling goodness that I get when I make this meal. And so we have it in our household probably once every 2 weeks, and I've had to augment it because let's be honest folks, I've got picky eaters in my house. But I've gotten it to a point where it's become my recipe that my family loves. And so, but it's still the same blue box Jiffy cornbread mix. And when you open up your cornbread muffin and you take your muffin out, then you scrape all those good cornbread goodness on top of your rice, gentlemen. Oh, I gotta get a napkin. I mean,
You're making me hungry.
oh man. So yes, that recipe will not be in the show notes. I'm sorry, that's a family tradition. But but yeah, that's my goodness. And so, gentlemen, I thank you for sharing. That that was
Yeah.
fun. And now I got to go make some pork chops and rice. Maybe tomorrow.
I need to cook that one. I haven't done that in a long time.
Telling you. Cream of celery, throw it in there.
So, what do you get if you cross a chicken with a fox?
Inappropriate
Um,
word.
What do you get when you cross a chicken with a fox?
I don't.
A fox.
Okay, that was good. What's
Hey.
brown and sounds like a bell? Dung. Oh,
Hey,
man.
where do dads store their dad jokes?
I've heard this, but I don't remember.
In a database.
Database.
What do you call a typo on a tombstone?
A grave error.
A grave error.
Grave error. How did the chemists feel about oxygen and potassium hanging out?
Okay.
Okay. Wizard asked me to proofread one of his scrolls last week. Actually,
Okay.
it was more of a spell check.
What is it called when the Silver Surfer and Iron Man team up?
An alloy.
Alloys.
Alloys. Yeah.
Alloys.
Cat butt.
Yeah, mine's just running around the house like a maniac.
I told the waitress my steak was bad. She picked it up, slapped it, and threw it back down. She said, if it gives you any more trouble, let me know.
What do you call your grandma's number on speed dial?
I don't know.
Instagram.
Oh,
Wah, wah.
Instagram. Hey, what do laxatives and seat cushions have in common?
A bad day.
A really, really bad day. They're both stool softeners.
Mm.
What do you call a pig that knows karate?
A pork chop.
Pork chop.
Hey, how do flat earthers travel the world?
They walk.
In a straight line.
On a plane.
Nah.
Meh.
I've asked this before and it still makes me laugh. How do you get a country girl's attention?
A tractor.
A tractor.
A tractor.
Hey, which body part is most reliable?
Family Channel?
Don't go there.
You don't want to start it.
Well, you can always count on your fingers.
The femoral artery.
That one's important too. Boyo's got a point.
Yeah, you're right.
Cat
Did you
butt.
hear about the man who fell into an upholstery machine?
No.
Well, you shouldn't. He's fully recovered.
No. And what do you call an elephant that doesn't matter?
I don't know.
Irrelevant.
Irregardless.
Irregardlessly, it's irrelevant. Boom.
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, we truly appreciate you for hanging out with us tonight or whenever you're catching this podcast or watching us on YouTube. Thank you so much. We really, truly appreciate you. As I mentioned, we are on YouTube at Brothers in Arms Podcast. That's all one word. You can find our past episodes, including this one, on that channel once it gets posted, probably sometime tomorrow on the 13th. But yes, again, twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms Podcast. You can join us there. You can join our chat, talk back and forth with us again. We truly, truly, truly appreciate you for being here and being with us and listening to us and laughing with us and feeling the sentiments with us as well. Again, we do this for each other. We do this to check in with each other to make sure that we're all good. And we just thank you for being here with us along as well. So
Enjoy the ride.
bye. No, just kidding. We're not done yet. So sorry.
That was good. I
got any-
loved it.
Got any parting remarks, fellas? Got anything that the masses need to know?
As always, your friendly neighborhood reminder to drink water, change your socks, and take Motrin.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate that.
And
Alex,
enjoy the sounds of the underground.
he just loves his voice.
Yep.
I like the way I sound
Yeah.
with my fancy mic that I bought on Amazon.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Eh,
Sounding good.
eh,
Now I just need to get one of those green screen things.
eh,
I think we all need to invest in one. It'd be amazing.
eh.
I think it would be cool.
I want to like put an ocean scene behind me.
I think you can.
I want it to look like I'm in a dungeon.
Family channel.
Family channel.
Not that kind of dungeon.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant, regardlessly.
Alex.
I don't know what I got anymore.
You got something. What do you got?
I don't think I can say that.
Irregardlessly?
Regardlessly.
Okay.
Yeah. No, so we've been talking about, mental health a lot this evening.
Yes.
Take your downtime. Seriously.
Amen.
If you get the opportunity, and even if you don't get the opportunity, take it anyway. Seriously, take your downtime. Because it gets to a point where you have to take it.
Yep. I think all three of us will share the same sentiment that only you can take care of you.
It's true.
And you need to. So, I mean, God has put some amazing people in our lives. We have each other, but honestly, if you don't take care of you, nobody else will. Both mind, body, and spirit. So, this concludes our episode 83 of Brothers in Arms podcast. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We hope you have a fantastic, wonderful week, and enjoy what you got. So,
Amen.
love you guys.
I love you too, brother.
man.
We'll see you guys very, very soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye now.
Irregardlessly.
Irrelevant.
But seriously, though.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevante.
Elefante?
Elefante. Elfant. What was that guy's name? The French dude.
Alfonso.
No. L'Enfant. There he is. Design DC.
Tres enfants.
Enfant. Pierre? Oui?
Oui.
Oui.
Oui, oui.
Yes.
Ho-ho.
We're still recording, aren't we?
Yes.
I thought so.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.